The other piece is really the business of fitness, seeing what it means for staffing challenges and managing costs and dealing with retention, providing value, and having sustainable growth.
This is All Things Fitness and Wellness, uniting industry thought leaders and fitfluencers on the mission to inspire innovation and encourage people to live a life fit and well. Today on the ATFW Podcast, we're doing things a little differently. The largest gathering of health and fitness industry professionals in North America is coming up, and this year's HFA Show in San Diego is expected to be the biggest yet. Ahead of the event, I had the opportunity to sit in on a preview press conference to get a sense of what's coming, and I want to share a few highlights with you. Before we get to it, be sure to hit like and subscribe. We have new podcast episodes weekly featuring industry thought leaders and influencers. Let's start with Liz Clark, president of the HFA, who outlined what attendees can expect this year and spoke to the broader momentum building across the industry.
We are expecting well over 10,000 attendees to join us from more than 50 countries around the world. We're got close to 400 exhibitors today. We could exceed that by show date. What's really cool about many of those exhibitors is they're also increasing their footprint on the trade show floor. So it's many folks that have been there for year after year, but they're getting bigger and better booths. And then what we have this year that I'm really excited about is what we're calling Innovation Alley, or an innovation area, where for startup companies that have traditionally not been a part of trade show activities like this, and where they're going to be able to pitch other folks, calling it a pitch fest, and kind of a quick meeting between vendors and buyers, which it should be very, very cool. And with all of that, what we're looking at is, in addition, we've got pickleball, which is back. We had pickleball last year, and we're going to have a pickleball tournament. We've got an experience stage, if you will, a demonstration stage for activities to be going on and learning different modalities, and a new product area. So that's new this year as well. So we're bringing some of the cool things back that we had last year and adding more new things this year. And when you add all that up, we are over 170,000 square feet of activity. So really, really excited for all the action and things that's going to go on the trade show floor, but also education is a huge, huge part of what we do. And one of the things that we're able to do is deliver CECs from many of the leading certifying agencies. We'll be sharing a lot of new research, and obviously opportunities for networking throughout sort of all that education. One of the other really important parts about this show is that it is also really the first look that many of the new products are going to have for the whole year. We see many, many manufacturers that are producing many, many really cool things, and they debut it at our show because we're really kind of the first show in a sales cycle. And so we'll see plenty of that throughout the whole trade show floor. I can't give away any specifics on that, but there'll be some new cool stuff, I promise. And again, when you step back and look at all the activity and everything going on the trade show floor with all the education, it really demonstrates how fitness is really intersecting with healthcare technology while dealing with changes like workforce development, public policy, and things like that. So one big theme that I'd like to just also touch on, because of the Stronger Together theme, is collaboration. So we partner with many international federations around the world that are doing really important work in all of their countries. And we're going to bring those federations together to talk about, real world examples of how other countries are educating their policymakers and how we're dealing with unique business operations in the health and fitness sector, and what we can do to really collaborate and strengthen our voice together. So looking forward to seeing many of those partners and federations. Some other big themes that we're seeing is going to be around technology and innovation. We know that data is key, and so is connected equipment. And we're seeing more and more wearables and AI-enabled tools, and we'll have many of those on display. And what's what's the deliverable, I think, of many of those tools is a real focus on personalization, engagement, and retention, which we're learning so much from all these tools already, even ones that are just brand new on the market. Another big theme is around recovery, longevity, and really whole person health. So we know that recovery and longevity are core to every member's experience, but we're also seeing an additional focus today on issues like mobility, active aging, industry prevention, and really mental well-being. Um, so a lot of focus on that. The other piece is that really the business of fitness, seeing what it means for staffing challenges and managing costs and dealing with retention, providing value, and having sustainable growth. Those are always continued challenges that we hear from our members, and we'll focus education on that. Um, and then really just evolving the overall consumer expectations. So people want more flexibility, more personalization with their experiences, and so we're working on that, and then how we're really broadening health and wellness ecosystem to incorporate all of that. So I talked a lot about what's going on the trade show floor, and many of the kind of hands-on experiences that we're going to have. But one of the other things that I'd love to highlight is our keynote speakers and some of the programming back on the education side that we've got going on. So we'll have more than 150 expert-led education sessions that are really across leadership, operations, advocacy, research, technology, wellness integration, sales, marketing, and workforce development. All of those are obviously hot button issues, and we'll touch on all of them. We've got 3 pretty incredible keynote speakers. I've had all 3 of them on my podcast, Shorts with Liz. So if you want to learn more about their presentations or see some of their personality, it's a good opportunity to do it. Our first will be with Erica Dewan, and she's the best-selling author and advisor on teamwork and collaboration, and especially in an AI-focused world today. The second day will be Jesse Itzler. Jesse is an entrepreneur and author on leadership, mindset, and growth. And Jesse is bringing a DJ with him for his presentation, so it'll sure to have great energy and fun. And then our closing day is Apollo Ono. So we're in obviously the Winter Olympics right now, and he is an Olympic champion and author of performance and resilience. So a nice variety of keynote speakers that all will touch on different issues every day, and get our days started with some inspirational messaging, and then we can go off and have our education sessions and explore the trade show floor. One other thing I'd love to just highlight while I have you all, and that's the new Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Last year was the inaugural one, and that will actually take place at 6:30 on March 15th. It'll be at the Omni Hotel, and it's the night before our HF show really kicks off. And so if you were there last year, you saw that we honored people that are really pioneers whose work has shaped the health and fitness industry and advanced physical and mental well-being. This year, we have a class of 7 inductees. So I'll just list them and their clubs right now, so you have it. It's Joe Cerulli, who's the founder of Gainesville Health and Fitness. Ambeth Ashbach, who is the CEO of Reset One. Gail Landers, who's the founder and CEO of Fitness Formula Clubs. Philip Mills, who is the founder of Les Mills. And Chuck Runyon and David Mortensen, who are the founders of Anytime Fitness and now the chairs of Purpose Brands. And then our final inductee will be Elaine Lillane and her late husband, Jack Lillane, who were really recognized as sort of founders of the modern fitness movement today. One of the things that I'm also so excited about is that it is Elaine Lillane's 100th birthday that week. So we are going to celebrate Elaine and the influence that she's had over generations and generations to encourage healthy aging and helping people just live healthier lives and inspire a fitness community. So we will have a birthday party for Elaine at the conclusion of the Hall of Fame that we welcome everybody to attend if you're part of the Hall of Fame event. And if you're not familiar with the Hall of Fame, it's an event that supports our HFA Foundation, which is a 501c3. So it's a charity where now the foundation is giving out 2 grants to clubs that are promoting healthy communities. And actually, they're 2 $5,000 grants, and we are informing those grant winners today that they've been selected. And so again, that's the first of its kind. So the foundation is raising money, but also giving money for a really good cause. I'll sort of end with maybe why San Diego, because it's a city that our industry loves, and it reflects really a wellness-oriented lifestyle kind of city. We do have strong representation from many California-based operators and brands, so that's an added plus. And people just love traveling there, both domestically and internationally. So I think it's a great natural setting for conversations around health, movement, and longevity. And hopefully, we don't get any rain like that we did, I think, the last time.
Research continues to be a core pillar of the HFA's work. Mike Goscinski shared updates on the research currently underway, with more detailed findings set to be released in March.
We will not only be covering some key research that we've been performing throughout the year. Anton Severin, who's our head of research, will be doing a session about trends in the industry through traffic, our fiber report, our global report that's coming up. But we're very excited that we currently have out in the field new research pertaining to the use of GLP-1s and the economic impact on governments around the globe in their investment in not only supporting individuals through pharmaceutical interventions, but what the economic impact and health economy impact is when that prescription is coupled with the prescription of physical activity and lifestyle interventions. So we're very excited that this work is being done and it'll be introduced and rolled out at the conference during the Global Advocacy Summit. And that'll be paired, as Liz mentioned, with a 2-hour event, special event that caters to our federation leaders and global leaders that will discuss that research in detail, the preliminary findings, and then we'll go into a panel discussion to talk about how federations can position this research to speak with one unified voice about the need for global governments to not only look to pharmaceutical interventions as a silver bullet, but specify and strengthen the argument that physical activity is a necessary component of their utilization and success.
Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, but are we also partnering with UK Active and Australia Active on that GLP-1 study?
Yes, exactly. So that study that's set to be rolled out preliminarily, the preliminary findings in March, and then will be rolled out in full in May. Is in concert and in partnership with UK Active and Oz Active. So we are covering the 3 largest territories with utilization of GLP-1 and weight loss drugs in the around the globe. So that's the United States, the UK, and then Australia, where the adoption of GLP-1s and other pharmaceutical interventions have taken off.
The HFA Show runs March 16th through 18th in San Diego, and I'll be on site bringing you updates and insights from the floor. If you're attending or want to follow along, connect with me, Krissy Vann, on LinkedIn, or follow the All Things Fitness and Wellness LinkedIn page for real-time coverage. And remember, stay fit, stay informed, and keep your fitness business in shape. You've just listened to the All Things Fitness and Wellness podcast, hosted by Krissy Vann. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. We have new podcast episodes weekly featuring industry insiders and influencers. Together, we're on a mission for everyone to live a life fit and well.